The Timberwolves stormed through the first round of the playoffs, led by none other than Anthony Edwards, who's quickly shaping up to be a playoff legend. As Edwards tears up the court with his brute strength and sleek moves, everyone's asking, can anyone really stop him when he's in full beast mode? Let's find out, and this is Sports Frenzy TV. Welcome back to our channel, sports fans. The Timberwolves crushed it in the first round with a clean sweep, even though they weren't the favorites going in. But let's be real, the talk of the town is Anthony Edwards. This dude's turning into a playoff beast real quick. His physical game is tailor-made for the postseason grind, with speed that'll leave defenders in the dust. And it's not just about being quick off the dribble. The guy is built like a tank. Most rookies need time to beef up, but Edwards came in ready to rumble. Now it's all about using that strength to bulldoze his way to the hoop, shrugging off defenders like it's nothing. But it's not just raw power, he's got brains too. When his left lane gets blocked, he switches gears without missing a beat, slicing through defenses like a hot knife through butter. And when he's not driving, he's pulling up from deep with ice in his veins. Now his shooting stats might not scream superstar, but in the playoffs, he's been lights out. It's not just luck, his confidence is through the roof, and defenses are scrambling to stop him. That kind of respect opens up space for his teammates to clean up, making him even more dangerous. So where does he stand as an offensive threat? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but one thing's for sure. When Ant's on the court, you better buckle up, cause anything can happen. When it comes to Ant's game, driving to the hoop is his bread and butter, no doubt. Playoff defenses know it too, so they're all over him like a cheap suit. But here's the thing, even if they try to shut down his drive, he's got tricks up his sleeve. Like he'll fake left, then zoom right, leaving defenders scratching their heads. And when he's got space to work with, forget about it. He's got this killer jab step that opens up more room than a mansion. Now, even if you think you've got him cornered, he'll find a way to wriggle out of it. Like he'll hesitate just enough to suck in the defense, then whip it out to Conley for an easy three. Seriously, it's like trying to catch a greased pig with this guy. But what really sets him apart is his mid-range game. Sure, his shooting percentages might not scream sharpshooter, but when the pressure's on, he's money. His mid-range shots have been climbing steadily, and in the playoffs, he's hitting them at an elite level. We're taking swish after swish, leaving defenders wondering what hit them. So yeah, Ant's game might not be flashy, but it's effective as heck. He's like a stealth bomber out there, quietly tearing apart defenses one shot at a time. And mark my words, this guy's only getting started. Anthony Edwards is tearing it up in the playoffs with a game that's as strategic as it is strong. Despite defenses zeroing in on him, he's crafty enough to make space and pull up for jumpers, showcasing his incredible strength and finesse. His footwork is top-notch. He glides through tight spots and maneuvers past multiple defenders effortlessly. For example, with no clear path, he can halt, spin, and fake before crossing over for an easy score. Even when swarmed, his swift moves and quick decisions keep his team scoring. It's not just about flashy plays. His patience allows him to handle pressure and find the best shots, making plays even when it seems like passing is the better option.
4 early assists. Billion also has 4 assists. Edwards to the basket. Skies and jam.
Nothing wrong with his knee.
Whoa.
What's wrong with his knee, George?
This adaptability makes him a formidable force, constantly outsmarting defenses and proving that trying to lock him down might just be a lost cause. Here's another scenario that highlights Ant's court vision and patience. Even when the defense is keyed in on him, he takes his time to find the best option. For instance, he doesn't rush a pass when the entire defense is focused on him. Instead, he scans the court until he spots an open teammate in the corner for a clean shot. This patience and ability to read the defense have truly made him a standout in pick-and-roll situations.
Looks like everybody's okay. McDaniels and Eubanks just getting up now. Edwards, the pass to Gobert.
Facing very defensive coverages from the Suns, Ant remained composed, finding his spots and making the right decisions. Against a deep drop, he exploited the space with his mid-range game or made the right pass to exploit the defense's vulnerabilities. When faced with a high drop coverage, he capitalized on his ability to hit pull-up threes or attack the rim with his explosive drives. His comfort in making split-second decisions was evident, especially when coming off screens. Focusing on the low man, he quickly identified open teammates and delivered precise passes, creating numerous open looks for his teammates, particularly in the corners. While his handle could use some improvement, his overall playmaking ability was impressive, albeit occasionally prone to turnovers due to rushed decisions. Despite these minor flaws, Ant's impact on creating scoring opportunities, especially from beyond the arc, was undeniable. His ability to read defenses and make the right passes unlocked the Wolves' offense, leading to an abundance of three-point shots. With continued development, particularly in ball handling and decision-making, Ant has the potential to become an even more formidable playmaker in the future. I reckon a skip pass could have worked there. He just didn't force that weak side defender to make a call. That's why he tends to cough up the ball more than most shot creators, especially evident in the Phoenix series, where he averaged 4 turnovers a game. But hey, they'll get better with time. Like it is every year of his career, I'm not as fretful about it as I would be with some other offensive studs. The thing is, he's got plenty to offer off the ball, letting guys like Mike Conley and Monty Morris handle some of that decision-making load. His outside shot has been sizzling all season, but what's scarier is what he does after catching. You can't leave him open because he's ready to explode on a drive the moment he spots a closeout, and you know how that usually ends. Even when it doesn't seem like he's got much of an edge, he's still a threat to catch and drive, sucking in the defense for those kickouts to the corner. Whether he's slashing or shooting, he keeps defenders on their toes, threatening a drive before pulling back for an open three. And that leads to some pretty aggressive off-ball coverage. The Suns basically shadowed him wherever he went. This tight coverage creates openings elsewhere, like when Conley finds space off a screen because Ant's being smothered, turning the pick and roll into a 2-on-2 affair. When he's marked up tight, he's got the athleticism to dart backdoor, and he's not shy about finishing strong. Throughout the series, we saw his entire repertoire on display, especially in the fourth quarter of that closeout Game 4, where he put on a show. He orchestrated a sequence of plays, kicking it out for threes, sinking mid-range jumpers, and even draining a deep three. It was a masterclass that sealed the deal for his team, showcasing his versatility and clutch gene. As the game heated up, the Suns knew they had to clamp down on Ant. When he went for another ISO, they swarmed him with a double team. He dished it to Conley, setting off a chain reaction. The defense scrambled, leaving McDaniels wide open for a corner triple. Minutes later, they made the mistake of leaving him in single coverage. Ant seized the opportunity, driving to the hoop for a monster slam that swung the game. He capped off his explosive quarter with a transition bucket. Even on defense, he was a force, shutting down Booker's late attempts. His versatility was key throughout the series. With his lateral quickness, strength, and length, Ant is a tough defender to beat off the dribble. The Wolves' strategy of denying off-ball action played to his strengths, as he's agile enough to handle backdoor cuts. Plus, he's one of the few guards who can make a big impact at the rim defensively. Check out this play where he slides down to block Booker's dunk attempt. His athleticism also helped him on the boards, where he stepped up when needed. His playoff stats are already top tier, and his defensive plays go beyond the box score. If you're a sports fanatic who can't get enough of the playoff madness and want to stay updated on all things Anthony Edwards and more, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for Sports Frenzy TV. Join our community of passionate fans and never miss a beat of the action. Thanks for tuning in.